Hello and welcome! In this video you will learn how to speak your mind without offending anyone. This is such an important key skill that you need to have in business or in personal situation to allow you to become a master communicator. Make sure to check out the previous video here or in the description below, and I'll see you in a bit. How do you speak your mind without offending anyone? Have you ever been in a situation where you want to share an idea or a thought, but you didn't say it because you didn't want to offend anyone? Whether it be with your coworker, boss or partner, friends or family. These are the 6 key points that I will share that will help you navigate the best way to share your mind without offending anyone. Before getting into the 6 key points, the best way to speak your mind without offending anyone is to remember whatever ending the conversation ends on. When you have shared your thought or idea, it doesn't matter if they don't accept it, your idea or thought. You did your part and you shared what you thought, whether it be trying to help them realize a new type of leadership style or help them understand that they have so much more potential. You can't change a person's idea in just one talk, right? So what you need to do is make sure you continuously talk with them and ask questions about their thoughts and ideas. Let's get into the first key point. Key point number 1. Affirm your intention. Whenever you start a conversation where you want to speak your mind, remember you should share your intention, that you are sharing this idea not to change their mind about something, but you just want to give them another perspective. This is how you can avoid offending them because they now know what your intention is. Does that make sense? Key point number 2, recognize the tension. Make sure you recognize that if the idea or something you want to share isn't necessarily easy to talk about, you should monitor the tone of the conversation, the volume, the words being used. When someone raises their volume, the person is less likely going to be receptive to any new ideas or thoughts until they calm down or realize you're not there to change their mind. The third key point, give suggestions rather than saying they are wrong. Maybe you're thinking nowadays everyone wants to be right. If you look at the news, your friends or co-workers, you might believe that. But I can tell you that there's nothing new, and this has been going on for centuries. Humans over the centuries have always discussed right and wrong, right? This is one factor. That is why wars occur or political coup, right? This is how we as humans have evolved, and it is part of our society. So how can we learn from that and make sure that we don't offend someone, but can still speak our minds rather than having to tell them they're wrong, right? So we give suggestions like, hey, what do you think about this? What about it makes you think like that? Oh, I see. That's how you got there. And now, what if you think like that? Right? These are the type of questions that you can continue asking them and broaden their perspective. So you are not confronting them and saying that their idea is wrong, but you just give them a different perspective. Hey, if you thought about it like that, how would you think about it then? Right? Does this all make sense? Because this builds us up to the 4th key point, which is 4. Acknowledge that there is more than one right answer. There's always a 3rd way to reach the same solution. If you haven't heard it, there's an infinite number of ways to make $1 million. If you know that, then there's at least always a 3rd option or solution. So acknowledge that to the person that you're speaking to by not choosing their idea or not your idea, but a combination of both. Do we see that? Key point number 5. Give credit where it's due. When you are sharing an idea or thoughts and you don't want to offend anyone, you have to remember that you have to reciprocate that as well. When the other person wants to share an idea, you yourself shouldn't get offended either. So give them credit where it's due. If they gave you a perspective that you haven't thought about before, tell them, wow, I didn't think about this before. You brought on my perspective. We as humans like being given credit. We love getting that attention. So when you give someone that attention and that credit, they're more willing to listen to what you have to say. Does this all make sense? Now for key point number 6. End the conversation with the demonstration of respecting their ideas or beliefs. At the end of the conversation, you want to make sure it ends on a positive note. Mentioning, you know what, this was a very interesting conversation. I hadn't thought about some of the subjects you explained and I respect your ideas. I look forward to sharing more ideas with you in the future or any thoughts that you have. This is how you can make sure that you don't offend anyone in both your business and personal life. Are we all following here? Because now we have the recap of the 6 key points. Number 1, affirm your intention. Number 2, recognize the tension. Number 3, give suggestions rather than saying they're wrong. Number 4, acknowledge there's more than one right answer. Number 5, give credit where it's due. And number 6, end the conversation by demonstration of respecting their ideas or belief. Now, if you do this, I can assure you, you will never intentionally offend anyone, whether it is your customer, co-worker, or boss, or even with your friends, family, or partner. You have now learned 6 key points that will help you build a stronger bond with each person you communicate with, and are now a step closer to what you need to know to become a master communicator. Thank you for watching. Make sure to share this video with anyone who can benefit from this. Like and subscribe, click the notification bell button, and I will see you in the next video. I have set a challenge for myself, and that is to make 30 videos for the next 30 days. This was day 4, video 4. Now smash that like button down below, and I thank you for your support.